Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, tag 32! Tag 32!
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Charles Tapper in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. The
Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
from the gun. Here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Ready? Should I go here? 40 gut. 40 gut. All right, tag 50 left.
Throwing again is Stafford. That is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hill. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Newton
able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Able to shake him off. And fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Sean Robinson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Stafford on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, it's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Newton buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Newton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In for the score. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And caught left side, Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Stafford now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. His throw incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. To the right and complete to Galladay. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Johnson looking to impress early on with an eye toward more carries as the Lions come up first and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun, Newton. Shakes it, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Charles Tapper in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7 are phenomenal.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball, let him pick it up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 15. To throw is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
10, 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right to the 3.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, here's Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, here's Newton. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now Newton on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. On the run, Darkwa. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Newton takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are able to grow their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Give me radar. 11. Zebra. We're rolling.
Here's Stafford. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Throwing is Stafford. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Double, set.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8-up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now Newton. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air. Newton on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go
20.
for it.
Hey, hey. Hey. Do something. 20. Hey.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
4 down. Check. Hey, tag 50 left. Switch. 59, Mike. Hey, red.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Newton. Finding room at the 30. Out left side here to Bryant. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Do something. Express. 20.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A nice little juke. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, we got 4 now. Big 20, big 20.
Throwing here, Stafford. Airing it out for Olsen. It got his man complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
4 down.
Now it's hit carry for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that